welcome back. Or if you're new, welcome to ODPE, Ithaca, Channel 20. I'm your head anchor, Skylar, coming to you with the latest news.
I'm Ivy Hilson with breaking news.
I'm Lindsay Forte, and I'm here to bring you the weather.
I'm Colin Hansen with the latest sports.
And I'm Mercedes Franklin, your everyday reporter.
On today's newscast, we have a special guest, Penelope.
Hi.
So Penelope, what were you thinking when Odysseus came home?
I was overjoyed, man. I haven't seen my son for a while, too.
Makes sense.
Which, a little
Yeah, I bet you missed him so much.
overjoyed.
Yeah. So were there any issues that came across when Odysseus came home?
I did hold the archery contest to find a new husband.
Yeah.
Probably brought up some problems.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it did because, while Odysseus was I knew that he really, really wanted to get home. And I'm guessing since, he wanted to see you so badly and that you almost thought about finding a new husband, I'm guessing he was heartbroken.
I was worried. I didn't know where they were. I didn't know if they would ever come back.
Did you know Odysseus was trying to come home 20 years ago?
I didn't think it would take 20 years. 20 years isn't a long time. I'm an old lady.
I don't think any of us thought it was going to take 20 years. It's a long time for somebody to be gone, especially when it's your husband that you love so dearly. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Not that I can think of. Got any more questions? Takes 20 years. 20 more years!
How do you think Odysseus felt while battling all those creatures? How do you think Odysseus felt when he was battling all those creatures, like the sirens, the cyclops?
Well, he's a pretty brave man, as y'all probably know. So, I'm not for sure. He might have been a little terrified. Some of them were probably bigger than him, even though he's a pretty big guy,
Yes.
But, things happen.
That'll be all for our interview with Penelope. Thank you, Penelope, for joining us on the show tonight.
Thank you for having me.
You're so very welcome. Back to you. Whoever's next. We're going to have a brief interruption for this Coca-Cola commercial.
My grandma is constantly telling me about the good old days. She's always saying, Mercedes, they sure don't make things like they used to, but one thing they still do right is the Coca-Cola Classic. They've been keeping it real since 1886.
Is the Sirens Island too cold for you to be out without a coat? Get this new and improved bear. Only $69.99 with free shipping and handling. Order now. Now that lovely Coca-Cola commercial is done, we can go back to our regular program. Let's welcome our second guest speaker, Odysseus. So Odysseus, were you expecting to be gone for 20 years?
No, I was not expecting to be on 20 years. I really wanted to get home. I miss my wife.
That's a good answer. When you were leaving the Cyclops' island, what were you thinking?
He really made me mad, so my inner cockiness just came out. And I just
Fair point.
started messing with him, trying to make him mad.
Love that. See, I'd do the same thing. Did you know you were going to win the archery contest?
Yes, I 100% knew it because none of those little weak men could pull back my bow. I was the only one that could do it, so yeah.
So proud of you for that. So, when you were leaving Calypso's island, what were you thinking? Were you really excited to just get home because you really missed your wife,
Yeah, I was really missing her at that point, so I just really wanted to get home.
When you saw the sirens, what were you thinking?
I really wanted to cover my mates' ears with earwax so we didn't get killed.
I love that answer. Back to Ivy with the breaking news.
Okay.
We're going to have another slight interruption with this Jimmy John's commercial. Jimmy John's, freaky fast delivery to Ithaca. Are you tired of your Cyclops podcast getting interrupted? Make the switch now. For some freaky fast ads. Now on to Ivy with breaking news.
I'm Ivy Hilson with the breaking news. Today we're talking about the lotus eaters. So today we're going to go visit our friend Mercedes. Interview.
Big deal. So, okay, tell me, what would you do if you were put in this situation on the island with the Lotus Eaters?
Yo, thanks for having me, but for real, on the DL, high key, I'd be bop, bop. They'd be dead. They probably stole my AirPods. They'd be like, pull up, you dig? Want to catch these hands? And they'd be dead on the floor.
Okay, that's interesting. interesting. If you were handed a flower that the lotus eaters eat, would you try it?
Yeah, I'd grab that, shove it all in my mouth. Wouldn't do anything. Mind of a Marine.
And why would you eat it?
Just to prove that I'm better than everybody else. Ain't work on me, you dig?
Even if they're poisonous?
Poison don't affect me, baby. Nope.
Well, you heard it from Kate Deal. With Colby Erickson. So, Colby, tell me, how was your experience with the Lotus Eaters?
It was interesting because like I was on this island and I was like, I love it here. I don't want to leave. I like this place. These flowers are good. It smells like I don't know. It was just very. It was chill there, kind of like it was chill. I kept eating these flowers and they were good, and I didn't want to leave because I like this place so much. And then woken up to reality, like I'm on this island. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just don't know what I'm doing. So. Like, this guy came, and he kind of like rescued us. We like got off this island, and my life was like all better then. I was like woken up, like I was like in like a trance or something.
So it's kind of like Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Okay, back to you.
Breaking news that we're going to be talking about is the archery contest.
I'm Mercedes Franklin, and today I'm interviewing Shelby Haslett. So Shelby, tell me, how did you feel during the archery contest?
Well, it was very tense, you know. I was sitting on the edge of my seat just wondering what was going to happen next. We were crammed all together in this tiny room. It was just full of big, muscular guys, you know. But they were just like, there was just all these people, and we didn't know what was going to happen next, so there was just all these rumors going around about what was going to happen next, and it was just very tense. I didn't know how to take it.
Interesting. Okay, so did you want Odysseus to win, or were you kind of cheering for the suitors a little bit?
You know, I didn't really care who won, you know. Penelope, that Odysseus has been gone for 20 years. You know, that's just not right. I think that whoever won that archery contest deserved to win, you know, his hand in marriage. I wish it was one of the suitors and not Odysseus, you know. That's kind of wrong to just leave your wife like that, but, well, he won anyway, so.
I totally agree. Okay, back to you.
Now we're going to move on to Lindsay with the
We're going to have a brief interruption for this Optivia and Mean Machine Cycle Parts ad. Need a way to get around Ithaca? Mean Machine Cycle Parts can ensure you one of these beautiful custom builds and cruise around in style. You tired of feeling overweight? Switch to Optivia to lose weight fast. Side effects may include bloating, hunger, happiness, hanger, headaches, death, depression, and extra money. If you are noticing these, stop using right away. Now that those ads are over, we can get back to our normal programming with Lindsay and the weather.
Sunday on Calypso's Island, it is a high of 57 degrees and a low of 42, with slightly cloudy with a 40% chance of rain.
Hi, I'm Skylar Boggs, your regular news reporter, and I'm filling in for Lindsay Forget today because she's sick. I'm here with the weather today, and I think there's a 30% chance it's already raining. Back to you, Lindsay!
On Monday, on the Lotus Eaters Island, high 66 with a low of 53, clear with sun, 10% of rain. On Tuesday, we go to the Cyclops, and it's about 80 degrees, that's the high, with a low of 67, and it's cloudy with high winds and 2% rain. On Wednesday, it gets really cold with the sirens, and it's 36 degrees high, and the low is 24, and it's cloudy with a 40% chance of snow. Thursday is the Underworld. Has a high of 106 with a low of 66, and that just depends on the humidity, so it's extremely hot with 90% humidity. And then on Friday is Circe's Island, and high of 95 with a low of 70 with a 90% chance of rain. And on Saturday He arrived home, a high of 60, a low of 52, light winds with 5% rain. And back to you.
That was Lindsay with the weather, and we're going to have a brief interruption with a Tide Pod commercial.
Tide Pods. So, I heard these were good for eating.
No! These are not good for eating. They're good for washing your clothes. Them in the washing machine, sparkling nice and clean.
Do you smell bad to the goddesses on their islands? Try Axe Body Wash and you'll smell fresh and clean. Now all the goddesses and gods will be falling in love with you. Order now. That was a beautiful Tide Pod commercial. Now to Colin with the latest sports.
Over the weekend, Penelope held a huge archery contest to see who her next husband would be. Turns out none of them could shoot the bow. Only one guy could, and it was the old beggar. The old beggar was Odysseus. Odysseus disguised himself as an old beggar, but made Athena change him back to his young self. Telemachus, Odysseus' son, was surprised to see Athena change his father back.
That was Colin with sports. Now, thank you for tuning in to ODPE Newscast. Guest speaker, Odysseus.
Restart it again.
Be quiet, be quiet.
What are you doing, Colin?
Doesn't matter.
It's bloopers.
Why?
That's not a good answer. Keep going.
Okay.
You even got the toilet wet. Well, you enjoying yourself, buddy?
Yeah.
Can I get a towel?
Nope.